Based on shreds of evidence of Pampanga history, the province is a descendant of the Luzon Empire, which was colloquially known as the Kingdom of Tondo. Native Kapampangans were descendants of migrants from central Java, specifically from Malang region. Whether or not the people came from Java or other Malayan countries as claimed by other historians, there were thriving settlements along the banks of Rio Grande de la Pampanga, now called Pampanga River, when the Spaniards came. Accounts on Pampanga history noted that the native Pampangueños refused to submit to the Spanish authority until Martin de Goiti, who was considered as the discoverer of the natives in Macabebe, was tasked to reduce the number of recalcitrant natives. After triumphantly conquering the place and its people, the province was created shortly. Based on virtually all accounts regarding Pampanga history, Pampanga was one of the richest places in the country. In fact, Manila and other surrounding provinces and regions are dependent on Pampanga's thriving agriculture, forestry, fishery, and labor industries. So, the Spaniards decided to reorganize it into a province for governmental control and taxation purposes. Pampanga is best known for the culinary work. They make undeniably delicious food products. Here are some famous food products that were made by the Kapampangans. Number 1. Pampanga's Best. We all know that this product is best known for their tocino, longanisa, beef tapa, and many more. The sweetness on their tocino was perfectly marinated and balanced that resulted to the great taste that it has. Number 2. Pastillas. Pastillas is one of the famous sweet delicacies that the Kapampangan has, and it is made with pure Carabao's milk, and some pastillas are made with real fruit and vegetables. Number 3. Burro. Burro is best known in the culinary capital of the Philippines, which is located in the province of Pampanga. Burro is a sauce made from fish and fermented rice, or sometimes it can be shrimp instead of fish. Here are some famous places in Pampanga. First is Mount Pinatubo. The Mount Pinatubo eruption time has been one of the difficult situations for the Kapampangans. It is also one of the famous attractions and tourist spots because of its beautiful creation of nature. Second, Mayamit Falls. Mayamit Falls is your ideal escape for relaxation and beating the simmering midday heat. Locals and tourists love coming here because of its proximity and accessibility. Its naturally built pool can give you instant relief with its crystal clear and cool waters. Just like other ethno-linguistic groups, the Kapampangans have rich customs and traditions governing the rites of passage. Some of these practices are still being observed nowadays. Birth practices. In one of the barrios of Guagua, Pampanga, close relatives of a woman who is about to deliver a child, together with their neighbor, make noise like shouting, beating tin cans, and exploding firecrackers in order to help expel the fetus faster. Second, baptismal rite practices. In many Kapampangan houses, the baby's baptismal dress serves as a souvenir and decoration for the sala. It is put on a frame and hung in the sala like a picture. Finally, courtship and marriage. The only prevalent form of courtship now is the pamanhikan, where the male, with the permission of the parents, is to visit the girl in the latter's house. When the agreement is reached between the boy and the girl, the marriage ceremony is arranged.
History. The historical backdrop of Antipolo has a critical part throughout the entire existence of the Philippines and impacts religion in the Philippines. The city of Antipolo was named after the Tipolo tree, which back then there were plenty of Tipolo trees in the area. The well-known church in Antipolo, called the Boso Boso Church, was built by the Franciscan missionaries in 1578. As the population grew, Antipolo was organized into a town in 1650 and became part of the Tondo province. In 1853, the province of Tondo was divided and Antipolo became a part of the district of Morong. During the arrival of the Americans on June 4, 1899, the revolutionary government of the Philippines moved Morong's capital to Tanay. Valentin Sumulong, who was the first municipality president of the civil government established by the Americans in 1901, integrated Antipolo into the newly formed province of Rizal, which covered the towns of Morong and the province of Manila. Then in 1998, Antipolo was then changed from municipality into a city of Rizal province under Republic Act No. 8508. Foods and places. There are a few local native delicacies that are famous within Antipolo. These are kasoy or roasted cashew nuts, suman, and calamay. Made from glutinous rice and coconut milk, suman originally started production from Cainta, but gained its popularity in Antipolo, gaining enough popularity to be amongst its famous landmark kakanin, alongside calamay as well as other variants of suman. Second, we have kasoy or roasted cashew nuts. Available in many different flavors, Antipolo's kasoy is said to be the best roasted cashew nuts within the country despite the price. Lastly, we have the famous calamay, a sweet delicacy made from brown sugar, coconut milk, coconut jam, and ground glutinous rice. Altogether, these three famous delicacies of Antipolo were able to spark a festival called the Sumaka Festival. The name Sumaka derived from suman, mangga, kahoy, and hamakay, an old form of transport. The festival lasts for a month, starting at May, and depicts all of the major products of Antipolo. Antipolo is known primarily as a pilgrimage city, and first-time visitors usually make it a point to visit the churches in the area. The Virgin of Antipolo, also known as Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage, is believed to give blessings to keep people safe in any voyage, any journey, any pilgrimage or trip. During Holy Week, thousands of devotees from Metro Manila customarily perform the Alay Lakad, where they spend the night traveling on foot to Antipolo. Another historic church you can visit in Antipolo is the Boso Boso Church. Only the small chapel is used today for worship, but the church was built back in 1578, which makes it the oldest church in the area of the country. In fact, the original stonework on the structure remains part of the building today. Culture, beliefs, and practices. Antipolo, also known as the Pilgrimage City, it is popular for being a pilgrimage site, especially the Maria image of Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage, or the Virgin of Antipolo, which was brought in from Mexico in 1626 and was enshrined in Antipolo Cathedral. May is the month of Virgin Mary. To honor the Mother, they would offer a Mass and pray the Rosary, since many Catholics believe that the month of May is important. Antipolo also is known for its cultural festival and food, which is celebrated during the month of May alongside with the Mass dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Every year on the month of May, they would celebrate different kinds of festivals, such as the Sumaka Festival and Antipolo Festival. These festivals showcase their own delicacies, which are suman, mangga, kasoy, and hamaka, which were used before as means of transportation.